Hello class. My presentation is on the importance of weaponry during the Age of the Samurai. The Age of the Samurai refers to a long period during which Japan was ruled by its warrior class, which began with the establishment of a military government. Samurais held much honor and respect in Japanese culture up until the end of the Heian period. They fought to the death for what they believed in. The samurai class is a special class of people that most have to be born into. This means if your father is a samurai, you'd most likely be a samurai. One thing that makes a samurai is his weaponry. Weapons are a big part of Japanese culture and they aid in the survival of the samurai. Samurais live simple lives, which they possess minimal material things aside from their weapons collections. The samurai was equipped with many weapons, including a bow and arrow, which was good for distance attacks, and a series of swords. One of the swords used was a katana, which was used for grappling and other very close combat, as well as the removing of the heads of slain opponents, and for committing suicide. A suicide ritual called seppuku was used either voluntarily by the samurai to die with honor rather than be tortured by his captor, or performed because they brought shame to themselves or to their family. The society is brought on the suicide is brought on by the samurai's own sword. The making of the samurai sword is a ritual in and in itself. A master swordsman could take more than a month to make a samurai's katana. The craftsman would start by melting metal. It'll be any types of random metals. It could be pots and pans and other things they find uh, under a specifically made heat under a fireplace. Uh, this created a molten metal uh, and would burn away the impurities of the metal. Then the craftsman would shape the sword. While the metal was still warm, he would pound the sword which flattened it out. He folded the metal over onto itself and then cooled it with water. Then he heated the sword up again and repeated this process. This gives the sword its hard, almost unbreakable like sense. Uh, the tradition of swords making in Japan is one of the most highly regarded metal crafts in the world. The swords made in Japan today are not, of course, intended for actual use. They're most likely made now for decoration. The quality of the steel and the technique used to create them still derive from the sword's historical function as a lethal handheld weapon. A sword must be razor sharp, light, well balanced, and strong, but not so brittle that it will break. In the perfect resolution of these qualities, a beautiful blade will be made. That's my presentation.